Hello, and welcome to newest segment of the channel, which will be about an hour-long podcast each month. It's going to be called Best Friends Firing Bullets podcast. It's a team podcast with different members of my UGC team coming up. And I, Spirit, am team captain. I've got with me my soldier Spec.
Yep.
I've got my scout Reckless.
Hi.
And I've got my sniper Femble.
Hello.
And tonight's topic for our main portion will be MGE, lobbies, and pub servers. So we'll be dividing up the show. It'll be about an hour long. But we'll have a small news section about what's going on with TF2 or any of the games going on. And for the news section, well, there's been a big update. The Electric Boogaloo update. What do you guys think of that?
It's pretty awesome. Even though it's a bunch of hats, it's still pretty cool.
Considering you got a hat, Spirit, you can talk more than any of us.
Yeah, I got a lot of hats. What do you think of the update, Reckless?
It is shitty. The bot dogger is the best item in the game now.
Totally.
Well, I think it's nice with the new unusual effects too. And I opened
Hint,
my
you got
first
one.
unusual too, being the connoisseur cap with overclocked.
It looks stupid.
Well, so you can't have the best effects for everything. There has to be a bad effect.
You're a bad effect.
But I
That's
think
right.
personally the best item that actually came out of the update would
Bot
probably
dogger.
have to be
Bot dogger.
Aspirations aspect. For me personally.
Bot dogger.
What about
Bot
you,
dogger.
Spec?
Bot Dogger 2013.
So what do you think was best item that came of it, Spec?
I think the Mechamidius. Just because
Mechamidius?
it's really cool.
I like, not per se, actually no, technically this is a name. Had a card's Time Warp.
Oh. And we all know Reckless likes
Bot
the
dogger.
Bot Dogger. Bot Dogger 2013. So with this update came 57 new Robo hats and a bunch of new unusual effects that can only be opened up in Crate 58, the Robo crate. Now everyone's speculating this crate's going to be sticking around as a salvage crate drop eventually. Who knows, that's up to Valve. But I say if you haven't seen these hats yet, you should check them out, because you're probably living under a rock. But at the same time, I think they did a pretty good job bringing in these hats, and it's the community first self-update. It's all community made. It's pretty amazing to think that anyone could have made this. And it was brought about by just people who designed
You're the man.
hats, wanting them to be an MVM, and they became an update itself.
What really happened was Neo Dement, he made the bot dogger as a there was a medic item, a mustache that was made into a robot mustache as a joke, and then Neo Dement made a bot dogger, and it just all escalated from there.
Which became the community update, pretty much.
Yeah. Basically, originally, they just had it as a mod for certain MVM servers.
Yeah.
Like them having the hats.
Yeah, and just the joke from there became something real.
Yeah, sexy.
Yeah. Now, anything else in the news that we should know about? Nothing special?
You should donate me a freaking hat of cards with
Shut up.
Time Warp, that's what.
We're gonna win
Get
UGC.
right on that.
We got this.
Yeah. Alright.
Next Steel Champions.
Yeah.
2013.
We will be participating in the Fall Steel UGC.
We're gonna lose.
watch out for BFFB, best friends firing bullets.
Yeah, it's just an easy win for you.
Yeah. Now, I would have an email section or comments section, but this is the first cast, so don't really have anything for that. So if you want to ask us something, have a topic for us to discuss, leave a comment or send an email. There will be an email in the description that you can send the questions to, and we'll answer them as best as we can. Now, at the same time, next section would be our main topic for tonight, which will be pub servers, MGE servers, and lobbies. Now, personally, each one's played different, in my opinion, which it is. But at the same time, each one teaches you a different overall skill. You guys agree with that?
Yes.
Alright. Now, I say MGE teaches you your deathmatch skills. Pub servers
And your
teach
aim.
you... They
And stuffs.
pub servers teach you your game awareness,
And aim.
and lobby servers teach you teamwork.
With
And it
people who
teaches
get
you
mad
there's
at you
not
if
always
you
going to be
fucked up.
5 pyros.
Yes.
There's not going to be 5 pyros on a team. So don't you worry. It's all good.
Lobby also teaches you how to deal with players who get mad at you for everything you do.
Yes. Be a team player and you will win.
Or don't.
Yeah.
So, win.
Now we'll start with pub servers, because they're a server anybody can access just by clicking quick play, and they're in the server. Now, most servers have no set rules, 2 of them except no spawn camping, be polite, just general rules overall. But when it comes to class limitations, there's usually none.
Usually.
Now, what I find as a spy, the class limitations cause too many people to get angry, and they'll go either heavy or pyro, because they want to kill a spy very, very fast. To me, yes, it's upsetting, but at the same time, since they're angry, they're not thinking straight, meaning I can still get away with backstabs on them and make them even more angrier. Now, the way spies played in pubs is most people go for trick stabs and frags. That's fine and dandy. My personal preference, I play it just like it if I was playing UGC. Timed stabs, timed whatnot. I just have to be wary that there are random criticals, and they are complete BS. Because I keep getting killed by them.
Me.
Yeah, mostly Reckless. And his crit escape plan, which should just be renamed the crit plan.
It's a good plan.
Spec, what are your views with pub servers?
Usually, most people on there either rage because they are bad, or they rage because
One's
they just
better
don't
than
get
the-
what they want. They just can't work together as a team, so they just complain about it usually, or rage quit. So you gotta work as a team, and most of the time you gotta do it by taking one for the team. You gotta just do things well. If you don't work as a team, you will just... This is why it's called Team Fortress 2. It's not meant to be just you or gain
Solo
frags.
Fortress 2.
Yeah. Solo Fortress, not the way it's played. I know what you mean by taking one for the team. Sometimes you have to play the medic. Sometimes you have to switch off your main class and be that other class. If you're having a bad day, maybe playing another class would just be your way of picking up the day.
Exactly.
And it makes sense too. If you're not doing anything for your team, you're not really helping your team. What about you, Reckless? Views on
Really?
pub servers?
Really just depends. I usually play pubs for fun, but if I ever take it seriously and I need to switch classes, I usually do. Even if I hate it, doesn't really matter about the kills. It matters about capturing the points, fucking shooting people. I don't know.
Carrying out an objective.
Winning.
Destroy sentry nest, push the cart, capture the point.
Winning.
Pretty
Winning,
much.
winning.
Teamwork for the win. What about you, Femble?
I just try to play the classes I love mainly, and whenever I feel like I need to go another class, I'll go it. But I mean, it'll be fun if my friends are there with me. So
More of a gathering for friends, pretty much.
yeah, that's how I see it.
So the general consensus, pub servers, fun with friends, playing objective, winning, teamwork, but trying to be wary of no class limitations, so you have to balance out the classes. Taking one for the team is pretty well your biggest thing. And what I see from it is too many people enter into pubs thinking they're going to be the next big thing on YouTube, or they think it's like Call of Duty. And that's usually a bad thing. But you've always got those players that come in and try and help out a team. But if the team doesn't want to actually listen, it really is free-for-all fortress. Now with MGE servers, it's a one-on-one style fight. And you usually only get to play medic, soldier, scout, demo, sniper on them, and pyro too, based on the server. Sometimes no pyros, but there are servers out there that allow all 9 classes except for heavy, because heavy doesn't really need deathmatch, because heavy's extremely powerful at close range.
It's just aim and shoot.
Yeah, point and click. But with MGE, you get a big mixed bag with this. You get your experienced players who come in and trash everyone, and then call them stupid for even trying.
Spec.
And then you get the people who come in, don't know how to play, and they want to learn. And then you got your general average players who come in to practice, and they don't mind winning or losing. Now, I was in an MGE match. Soldier trashed me 20-0. One-on-one fight, same loadout, everything. And he said I should stop playing the game. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you have more time on that class than I do. So odds are you just came in here to try and discourage people from ever playing the game. So if that's your case, maybe you should leave for trying to be such a jerk to everyone else and tell everyone to quit. Like, I know you may be good at what you do, you may be a platinum or I-46 soldier, but coming in and tell people that they should quit playing the game because they're playing a class and they're not very good at it because they're learning it, you really shouldn't be doing that.
Exactly. You should never be discouraged of, like, if you're bad at a certain class or something, then you should not quit. You should just practice it, because then you get better at it. That's the only way you can get better at it.
Yeah.
And without new people trying that class, then there will be no one to do that. Or even, like, say for competitive, if there's no people doing that, then competitive is dead. So new people is the future.
And when
all
it
good.
comes to new players, if there's a new player and they play the class, they'll develop a different play style than most players, which will offer something new to existing players because they might want to try out a new play style or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like with me as spy, most spies go for trick stabs. I sit patiently, do the odd trick stab, and do the old-fashioned spy way, and everyone's so used to the new way of trick stab everything. Like, I've seen soldiers who roam, but they also wait for a person in a hiding spot to ambush them. And that's a different play style compared to, I'm just gonna go in and Rambo everything.
Heavy.
And I've played all 9 classes. I know what it's like being each class, I know what they can do, I know what's capable of them. But if someone has a different playstyle that I've never seen before, it makes it a lot harder because I'm trying to analyze how they function. Whereas most players will go, you're an idiot. Now, it's a bit fair to say that they're stupid, but at the same time, they're probably outsmarting you by acting that way. It's possible. I've seen engineers put sentries down in strange places and it actually works.
Yes.
Like, you could set a sentry in the middle of a track with no one pushing the cart and it works.
And it's always good to just see and like learn from other people and just like take advice. It's good if like people have more experience. Just ask them like what to do if you're doing something wrong. It's always good to have people help you, but it's also good to take things from experience. So just gotta do both.
Yeah.
And you gotta put
And-
time. Go on.
Something else, it's kind of like, for example, me and Spec are playing MGE right now. And since I don't play Soldier that well, but I'm semi-decent at it, it's kind of giving him a new play style to have to learn, so not like most soldiers where it's just spam everywhere. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different. And every
learn
player
teammates'
is
strength.
different. If you find 2 players exactly the same,
They're probably both free to play.
or the same person with two computers, somehow doing both,
Playing at the same time against themselves.
or they're
Seems
Korean.
legit.
But MGE, great practice mod, My Gaming Edge. You can find lots of servers throughout the TF2 community, and each of them will offer you different players and different stuff. Just don't go in them to have market garden and stupid battles like that.
Hey, you don't tell me what to do. That's what I was just doing.
If you're just
Oh.
using rocket jumper, man treads, market garden, that's not cool. If you're using market garden with the stock rocket launcher, that's fine.
It was working. I got him a few times.
Yeah, it does work. It causes soldiers to back up. Unless
And
they're very
it
good
takes
at
you
their
out
air
instantly.
shots.
Considering a soldier's a very offensive class and it primarily goes head on.
Yeah.
Or you can do what I did, market gardener, then immediately blow him up.
Yeah. But don't go with caber knighting and that. That's really meant for pub servers. Just for fun. MGE, if you're taking up a slot to do that, you're not really helping anyone else in the community, and you're showing you just want to goof off, which pub servers are pretty good for casual players for that. But MGE, if you see 2 medics going at it with needle guns, they're actually practicing. It
Yes,
may look
because
stupid.
It's always
It may look stupid, but it is true. They are practicing. Needle aim is a big part of medic. You may not be what the medic's built to do, but in defense you sort of need it if no one's there to help you. And with MGE, it's usually pretty decent in trying to find the playstyle you want to go with for the main classes. But at the same time, you can also practice your soldier gameplay with basketball and air shots with NDIF.
Inspire. 'Cause
Spire
that's actually in the
jumping.
game.
Yep.
Spire.
Yeah. And you can also find some MGE demos on YouTube, or you could find Different ways to learn how to play your classes through YouTube. Like,
Well, I don't really feel that's correct. I
well,
feel that if you want to learn how to play a class, just play it.
yeah, you
Don't-
should
you
play
can't
it,
really,
but you can
you
get a
can't
little
really
bit of
use someone
information.
else's. Well, yeah, but you can't really learn how to play it just by watching a video.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah,
going to get good at it.
I agree with that, but at the same time, I watched Mr. Paladin, Optimus Prime for Spy. I took some of their ideas and how they played, and I put it into my own playstyle, trying it out, and it worked for me. I practiced at it, and I worked it out on how to actually get it to work. It's a good tool assist. It isn't meant to teach you completely how to play it and you'll be perfect at it. Players are random. You cannot predict what a player is fully thinking.
Unless you're playing with yourself.
Yeah. But
Somehow.
I've seen people stare at me while I'm disguised, then they turn right around. I've seen players stare at me, then finally decide to shoot me. Players are random. You will never be able to predict them all the time.
You just gotta be aware of things.
Yes. Aware and prediction is all you really have as a weapon. If you're not aware of your surroundings, and you're not able to predict what someone's thinking, where they're moving, then you don't have a whole lot of gaming edge. But that's what thinking is for. If you kill a spy, you think he's a dead ringer, where do you look? You look for the ammo and the health crates. If they disappear, the spy's most likely still around. But at the same time, if he doesn't go for them, he may just retreat altogether. Or he may actually be dead. So it's all prediction. If you think he's a dead ringer, you're most likely going to go for ammo and crates. And that's probably what he's going to think too, so he's going to try and figure out which ones to take while leaving you the others.
Exactly.
It's all in the mindsets too. Like, I've seen snipers I've seen Spec go sniper, wear a Razorback and stick in a crowd. I can't backstab him, I can't shoot him. If I do either, I alert the rest of the crowd.
And they is as good as dead.
Yeah. And if I zap the sentry he may be near, he's gonna hear the zap and, oh, spy, I'm not getting stabbed.
Frickin' bolt.
It's all about trying to figure out the person's play style. And in MGE, you get to learn one-on-one different play styles. And if you're a scout, a soldier, or a demo, and you want to play in sixes, then you've got a good chance of learning a lot in MGE. If you're playing for a Highlander, being a pyro against a soldier or a demo, you'll learn your reflex easily. You could also go to a dodgeball mod server for pyro reflex, but that's more timing than it is prediction.
I'm sorry, go on. My bad.
Because you can't really predict a player's rocket firing pattern.
You can. For me, at least, if I'm like playing pyro and I'm going against a soldier and I like need to reflect his rocket, it's usually in between. If they fire a rocket, they'll reload, and usually immediately after that reload, fire the rocket. So you can predict it, but different players are different. Like, of course,
he may
some
pull
players
out
they
a
wait.
shotgun.
Yeah. That's why you got to be wary of it and plan ahead. Really.
Exactly. If pyro is good at reflecting, I know to just like throw off my normal shots so that they don't expect it coming. So that they either waste the air blast and then I shoot between that and or they just don't expect it, and then easy kill.
Yeah, and you can even shoot around them to get that splash damage off. Splash damage is just as good as direct hit damage. Direct hit may be more, but splash damage is pretty deadly if aimed right. But you also have to be wary they may be reflected and used as a rocket jump against you. Not out of reason, but still possible.
Possibly.
And then our last type of gameplay is lobbies. Now lobbies can either be 6v6 or 9v9. And what these do is set you up for sixes and Highlander games. Now, you may not be playing with friends or a team, so you
Nice
will
shot.
have to use your mic to communicate. But at the same time, it's all about teamwork and the style of game mode, because it's 9v9 on one map, one of each class, or if it's sixes, 2 scouts, 1 medic, 2 soldiers, 1 demo. And you're going to be playing a set map. It could be a custom map, it could be a stock map, it could be a modified stock map. The way it works is you have to work with your team and you have to complete the objective given to you. Earlier
Always have to be
today
in communication.
we were playing Lobby with most of my team. We tried playing, we won the first round, and then come second round, we got utterly spawn camped. We don't know how it happened, but they managed to pull it off. It's quite annoying, but they used teamwork and they made it work. And that, in the end, counts. But come lobbies, you need deathmatch skills and awareness skills. So, if you don't have those two, you're at a disadvantage. If you have teamwork skills included, if you have all three, you have top advantage in the gameplay. And that's why when it comes to lobbies, they're not registered competitively. But if you play an actual 9v9, you will get ranked in your tournaments and all that, and see how far you can go, win or lose. But when it comes to tournaments though, you have your full team, you have full communication, you know what's going on. In lobbies you have a little less communication because you're not going to be with your friends all the time. And as I've noticed, Spy and Sniper are the first two classes that always get picked. Always. I know everyone wants to be a Spy out there, but you're not all good at Spy.
It doesn't mean you shouldn't try it, but
Yeah.
you might be good at better at a different class. You just never know that.
Yeah. It's all in your mindset when it comes to the class you pick. To me, I understand psychology and the human mind, so playing with people's minds is one of my favorite things to do as Spy. I know Femble can attest to it, and Spec.
Oh god, no, I hate that.
Am I playing with you, or are you playing with me? What am I doing? Where did I go? Can you catch me? Am I still here?
Play the game, Spirit's playing your mind. That's his game.
Yeah. I don't play the game, I play the players.
Ooh.
And it's fun. But I'm pretty sure Spec, Reckless, and Femble all have different play styles besides mine when it comes to, say, Spy.
For Spy, I
less.
say I have the same play style as I used to main Spy, except I'm not as patient.
Yeah. I've seen Spec and me work together as spies. I played the distraction, he comes in and gets a stab. He likes playing the team Spy where two spies work together.
That's fun.
Yeah. I've seen Femble try and attempt my stuff, but
Yeah, no, I'm trying to develop my own different playstyle mixed off of a bunch of different playstyles.
yeah,
It's weird.
exactly. And then I've seen other spies such as Lagan. He just goes for trick stabs every chance he gets. In Lobby, it's not going to work as much. Players are more prone to knowing what a trick stab is and when it's coming. It's more of a last resort at the time.
It's always enjoyable to see a Spy trying to trick stab you, then looking up and shooting them in the face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or just air blasting them away.
Yeah, that's why drop stabs aren't 100%.
Or shooting them in the face.
Yeah, both works.
So,
Drop stabs are I'd say about an 80% chance of success. All based on your prediction of your drop and the player looking up. Player looks up, you're not going to let him stab you. But, general, in lobbies, it's all on your teamwork. I'd say lobbies are your training wheels towards being in Highlander or Sixes. Fully. Or it could be your casual way to have Sixes and Highlander.
And remember that doing lobby does not mean that you'll be pro after that, because it's a lot different than actual competitive.
Yeah, you don't have full teamwork, and you can have veterans and beginners in it. Which adds into a mixed bag of how the gameplay will actually come out. Are they going to be smart enough to do the right thing, or are they going to derp? That's the big thing with it. I find lobbies are teamwork based, personally. What about you, Spec?
Yeah, sometimes it's team based. Usually you just get that one time where no one has a mic, and then you just do your own thing, and then basically like a pub, but just class limits. So sometimes it's not that good, but it's better than having 5 pyros, 3 snipers, 2 spies. It's better than that. It's just.
Well, I don't know. A good team of like 80 snipers would be kind of fun. It'd be fun. It wouldn't be practical.
The ultimate counter, 80 spies.
Yes. Then that one random pyro.
Yeah. That one pyro. Doesn't matter how many spies you throw at a pyro. It's still a pyro.
Unless you just use your gun.
Yeah. But most spies
It
who
shoots.
starting out just go for face stabs.
Or
Or
head
try and stab in general. What about you, Rek? What do you think of lobbies?
Well, what happened? Sorry, what happened? This thing fuck came in. What do I think of lobbies? Well,
yeah.
lobbies, really more so just organized pub.
Organized pub.
Yeah.
What about you, Femble?
I think lobbies are just a good way to get a sense of how a team could be with one of each class only, or like with Sixes and stuff. It's not gonna definitely guarantee the fact that you know what you're doing for an actual
But-
Sixes or Highlander.
The thing is, with that lobby, your teammates aren't always. You're not gonna know your teammates' strengths or weaknesses. If you're on a team, most likely are.
Yeah. So, it's the training wheels, pretty much. You gotta start somewhere. I know that I didn't just start out playing UGC as a heavy in silver. I had to practice somewhere. I practiced through pubs and actually learning my tracking with heavy, so I had to start somewhere. Now that I'm playing Spy and learning all the ins and outs of Spy, different play styles, learning players, being able to predict them, practicing aim, it's a big deal to take on, because when it comes to an actual match, I need to know what's going on with my team. Is my team ready to push in? Is my team ready to do this? And I've got Spec as my co-captain. So, well, he's up bombing something. He's got the eye in the sky. He's going to be up in the air. I, however, am going to be the eye in the shadows.
I'm gonna be the eye and dying.
Reckless will be the eye that moves around really fast and annoys everyone.
Jumps too much.
Yeah. And Femble will be the eye from long range.
More like the eye with the fucking. You can't hit shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
But everyone
That's so
is
true.
eyes and ears of the team and has to communicate. So, I zap a sentry, I call out sentry is zapped. Spec is most likely going to try and come along and destroy it unless he's occupied.
Oh,
And my other teammates are going to come in and try and destroy it. At the same time, if my teammate if I call push with the Uber, I'm gonna run in, zap, and do as many backstabs or distractions as I can. Because I know my team's pushing up, and their team has their back to me. And as soon as I stab someone, they're most likely to get a call out, I've been stabbed, turn around. Or scatter, get out of there. Because they know that death awaits on either side and they'll want to escape. And that's why I think Highland Lobby is the training wheels. Because you have to learn how to work with a team. Doesn't matter who's on your team, but just in general how to work with your team. So if you're in a lobby and the medic calls, I've got Uber, and they're trying to take out a sentry and they Uber the heavy, as a spy you may want to zap that sentry so that it's not pushed back. Or if they Uber the demo, your pyro will want to air blast to keep that demo from getting close to the sentry. And as medic you need to learn when to counter pop. It's an all big process overall.
Something else about Highlander in general. If you're with a team and you enjoy your teammates, it really is just wins and losses.
Yeah.
Say, Stabby, I believe, spoke about this in one of his videos, but what he said pretty much summed it up. If you fail as a team, you're sharing the experience. Like, you're learning, you're getting better. If you're just winning constantly, you're, again, getting that same experience. Like, we did it, we're good, we can keep going, we can do it. Pretty much.
And as Optimus says, keep trying until it doesn't work anymore. As soon as it stops working, they've caught on to what's going on, and it's time for a different tactic.
You mean exploit something as much as you can so
Yeah.
it stops working?
Yeah, pretty much. But just don't exploit glitches and wall hacks, pretty much.
Well, it's not really an exploit, it's more so just a hack.
Yeah, but using your environment where it's like, oh, I can shoot through this solid wall somehow and hit someone. Like, that's really not fair, but like, say in Upward, at that starting gate, you got that little crack that a sniper or an ambassador can be shot through. Technically, it's fully legal. It was put in there. At the same time, some people call it an exploit of the map, which is against the UGC rules. So it's really based on who calls it right or wrong. To me, personally, it's a good way for an advantage.
If you know about it, you deserve to use it.
True.
Now
but
everyone knows about it.
Exactly.
yeah.
Or that one spot that we found.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
like
tell anybody.
kind of stand up on a visible ledge and just rain stickies everywhere.
Rain sticky hell.
We just won't abuse it because if so, we may get banned or kicked from the season. If someone
Or
thinks
both.
it's cheating, then we'll have to admit, okay, fine, we'll take the loss. It's only fair, but if they don't think it's cheating, then we'll use it still. They'll just be more wary of it.
It all really takes is a sniper just to look up. Bam.
Yeah. Or anyone.
Right? Spec. Sniped you guys a few times.
Yeah, so overall, when it comes down to it, all three modes are a training tool in a different aspect. And even if you don't feel like playing those modes, you could still download TR Walkway and at least practice your aim. You can set bots up to do, just be as random as a player. Random strafing, random dodging, random jumping, random looking. You can set them up to be random. You can set them up to random attacking too. But you can also set them up for air blast training, understab training, drop. You can set them up for nearly all types of training. But heavy training, you really can't set them up for that. You really can't. But you can also set up sentry training, such as trying to kill something around a corner. You can make a mock sentry setup. pretty much. I have a sentry sitting here, I'm here, and the wall goes this far along. How am I going to destroy it? You may stand from a distance, you may try and get up close. It's up to you to use your imagination for the sentry training. And the human mind is pretty well limitless.
Sorry, it's just MGE. Wrecking Spec.
Yeah. Now, overall, I'd say pubs, great for your awareness, MGE, great for deathmatch, and lobbies, teamwork. Spec, what do you think?
Yes.
I think Reckless is wrecking Spec, that's what.
What about you, Rec? What do you think on the three?
Pubs are fun, non-serious gameplay. Lobbies to get screamed at if you mess up. To attempt teamwork. And MGE is just for fun. Really just for fun and getting better.
Yeah, same for air shots.
Like
Spec, I'm helping him learn how to deal with pyros. We're very annoying.
Yeah, the hard way.
What about you, Femble? What about you on the three?
I just like them. I think they're fun. Just all of them, any of them, fun. Just that's the only reason why I play TF2.
Just for
Well,
fun.
you're not.
Well, yeah, like duh. I just want. If I'm not having fun, I'm just not gonna do it.
Alright, so I think that'll end our main discussion, and for a small side discussion, weapon to map.
Oh, God.
And what I think to be the best
Oh.
weapon to the best map. And I usually say stock anything is your best weapon to any map. Doesn't matter what the map is, your stock will be your most viable because that's the way the game was made around. So you have
Except
a
like
bit
custom
more.
maps.
Custom maps, not so much, but stock is still reliable. There are some unlocks that I would consider stock personally, such as the Ambassador for the Spy, the
That's a good shot.
Sandwich for the Heavy,
Escape plan for life.
Escape Plan
Oh,
for
yeah.
Soldier, or Market Gardener. Both
Gunboats
I'd
also.
say-
Gunboats.
Gunboats,
Gunboats are
more of a
fun.
side choice. Do you want to be pure rocket, or do you want to have rocket shotgun?
If you want to take out those mechs, you need the bombs. Gotta
Yeah.
take out those meds.
Yeah,
But then again, if you want to take out the pyros, you need the shotgun.
Yeah.
unless the pyro's bad at reflecting.
Yeah.
I don't think
It's not
I am.
Reckless.
Or you could just have a heavy kill him.
Oh,
Yeah. Or bring in the bullet class. But overall, stock does general for all maps.
almost.
But if I
everything.
was to pick one side grade weapon, I'd say best weapon for high tower.
High tower.
High tower is an
Oh,
excellent
man.
map. Everyone thinks it's horrible. If you remove the carts and make it deathmatch training,
Wait, shoot a rocket.
it's pretty well is a good way to train trick stabs, rocket jumps, sticky traps. It teaches you quite a lot on the map and game awareness too. But best weapon for high tower, I'd say would have to be
Rocket jumper.
the rocket jumper. It teaches you a lot about rocket jumping all in that map. You've got your slopes, you've got your narrow corridors, and you've got your big open area.
Sticky jumper.
You can learn a lot. Sticky jumper can pretty well teach you sticky jumping on it. But
Oh, Reckless.
but it teaches you something. Spec, what would you say best map, best weapon combined?
Rocket.
Uh,
Rocket.
I'd say upward and rocket launcher
Again.
gunboats. Just jumping around everywhere,
Again.
getting
Lower.
a lot of distance, and doing a lot of damage.
Yeah. It's good. I've seen you rocket jump around upward, getting the surf up the hills and just launching yourself. You get
Yes.
your distance.
Get behind their lines, use your rocket launcher for damage, just distract and kill.
Yeah.
Works.
What about you, Rec? Map and weapon.
I like Viaduct. It's fun.
Viaduct. What would
play
you say
high
best
tower a
weapon
lot.
for it?
Well, Viaduct, it depends. The Cloak and Dagger is good for it,
True.
but it's very good for snipers. They can actually aim. And Scout, well, I think my favorite map is actually, what's it called? Cold Front. The Cold Front.
Oh.
Yes, the 5 cap.
Scout.
Oh yeah, a
Scatter
lot of
gun.
open area to jump around for him.
Roofs, man, nobody expects it.
Roofs, corners, boxes. It's got a lot for him to hide on.
Ooh.
What about you, Femble? Best map weapon?
Probably granary and sniper rifle.
Granary, sniper rifle.
Just mainly granary last.
Oh,
Ah, yes, the big open area. It is a nice place for sniper there. The middle, not so much, with all those crates in the way.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Second point, maybe. The yard is good, but inside the building, bad. That's about a hit and miss come second point. It's a great demo area at second point, though. Put stickies right above the point where the sign rotates. Color blends right in, no one expects it. Unless you're in UGC, then you're expecting garage door at that point.
Yeah.
But in general, sniper good for last, not so much mid. And I think it would be a good combo. That would be a good combo. So I think that would be good. Now, overall, stock still basic. Just basic stock wins everything though. You can never go wrong with stock.
Although, yeah,
You
just
can.
like certain
But it's
weapons.
Yeah.
Certain
Stock.
weapons are just complete upgrades.
Yeah.
you can go
Certain-
wrong with stocks.
Yeah.
What happens when your stocks fall? You lose money.
Stocks will never fall. They will
They,
only rise.
they fall like every minute.
Yeah, it's true. But it's your best bet for learning any class, though. Play with the stock, and then the side grades will pretty well become second nature. Unless it's like the Liberty Launcher. No one likes the Liberty Launcher.
Captain Crutch.
But everyone likes Heavy Christopher Columbus. With his sign, and he beats people. So, overall, you get training wheels from your different mods, and everyone has their different maps to weapon ratio. It's all depends on the player. Overall, it's players and teamwork that you gotta think of. And if you got any questions or comments or something that you'd like to see us try and answer, leave a comment below or look in the description for an email to send them to. I'll have it all set up there. And next month, I'm not sure who I'm gonna have with us. It'll just be teammates. I may try and get a special guest. I'm not sure.
We'll get Banny.
Yeah, we'll see if we can't get Banny. I'm pretty sure
We'll get
Banny's
Ruin.
not busy.
And Benny.
And Clockwork. And TLR.
And Hard Blue.
And Pure.
And Pure, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get the whole I-46.
We'll get Classic Mix-Up.
Yeah,
Pure's doing 6 as a soldier now, which I find weird.
yeah. But we may have a special guest for next month. Who knows?
And
This
if
will
you
be-
want the best person, me, to be coming back, say so. Everyone will say so.
vote down below who you would like
Oh,
to
this
see
is dumb,
return
dumb.
next month.
Don't
Well, I
vote
have
for
hats.
Femble or
Matt
Spec.
Reckless or Spec. Who
Don't
shall
vote for
come
Femble or
back?
Spec.
Nobody's gonna vote Femble. I'm just gonna say that right
No one vote Femble. He's Aladdin.
now. I only have hats.
Hats and swag.
I don't
Oh,
have
and,
swag. I have hats though.
Don't vote for
And paper.
Spirit. Nobody wants him in this shit.
Totally.
Oh no,
Fuck that guy.
not the recorder. No one wants the recorder.
I can't play the recorder.
Hot cross buns.
It's fine. I'll just put on that recording beard thing.
I'll put on my megapixel beard for next time.
NBD. NBD.
But
Yes, NBD.
overall, I think we've all learned something tonight.
I
Oh,
didn't.
So, we'll
And
see you
always
next
remember,
month.
hats do not equal skill. You could have nothing on except for stock, and
Femble.
still kick ass.
Shut up, bitch.
Exactly. Hats will never equal skill. Just money.
Femble.
Shot.
And if money equaled skill, then Matty would be the best player ever.
But he's shit.
Yes.
He's got more team captains than you.
Okay. It matters.
Alright, see you guys next month.